Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our series of tutorial on commerce. And right now, the topic for us is to managing our personal finances. For many people, the goal of financial success isn't being wealthy; it's the things that they can do with wealth. That's why uh, Chapter One in so many financial success stories deals with a hard reality. Like it or not, dealing with the personal finances is a lifelong job. As a rule, it involves life altering choice between two options: committing to the rational management of your personal finances, controlling them as a way of life, and helping them grow. Letting the financial chips fall where they may and hoping for the best, which seldom happens. Hoping for the best, which seldom happens. Not surprisingly, option 1 results in greater personal satisfaction and financial stability. Ignoring your finances, on the other hand, invites frustration, disappointment, and quite often acute financial distress. Taking your finances personally. Well, earlier we explored some of the basic financial management activities, including the role of financial managers in cash flow management, financial planning, and controlling. And debt and equity financing, we discussed the activities of financial managers, clarifying financial goals, determining short term and long term funding needs, managing risk. Many of the principles of the organizational finances pertain to personal finance as well. We can recall, for example, the principle of reducing organizational financial risk by diversifying the investments. When Enron collapsed in year 2001, many employees lost their entire savings because of the retirement of the portfolios consisted of just one security. Enron common stock instead of broader selection of the investments. In managing our own finances and pursuing our own personal financial goals, we must consider the activities that we'll revisit in the following sections. Well, cash management, financial planning, control, investment alternatives, and risk management are the ones that we'll reconsider. We start by describing a key factor in success, the personal financial plan. Then we'll detail the steps in the planning processes and relate them to some core concepts and crucial decisions in personal financial management. Building our own financial plan. Financial planning is the process of looking at our own current financial conditions, identifying our goals, and anticipating our requirements for the meeting those goals. Once we've determined the assets we need to meet our goals, we'll then identify the best sources and use them as the assets for eventually reaching our goals. But remember, because our goals and the financial position will change as we enter different life changes, our plan should always make rooms for the revisions. Well, if we leave the room for the improvements, we certainly develop a lot. I can give you an understanding of it. Say, for instance, step one is the assessment of your current financial condition. You identify where your money comes from, identify where your money goes. You prepare a personal balance sheet and determine your net worth. Step two is to develop your financial goals, specify the activities and items that you want to save for, identify how much need for each item and the activity you have, identify the limiting for accomplishing each goal. Step three is to identify a plan of action. Identify sources of cash amounts from each sources and the timing of the inflows. Identify the uses of the funds amounts needed to limit the outflows and make spending uh, enforcement become within the affordable limits. And step four is to implement your financial action, perform the planned action, track your spending, make it conform to your plans. And step five is to reevaluate and revise your financial plan, review your progress, reassess your personal situation, and go on.